let's say that you own your own restaurant and you have been selling food to the same 50 people for the past 25 years. Although prices and the economy changed, you still were able to provide quality food to these 50 individuals. And they have been loyal, they have been eating your food for years, and guess what? These 50 customers help pay the bills. But let's just say that here what? Your opponent or your competition was unable to satisfy their customers. And a matter of fact, your competition customers are hungry. And it just so happened that your competition allowed you to sell food in their restaurant. Would you do it? Would you carry your food to their restaurant and acquire or utilize their customer base? Of course you will, because you are a businessman at the end of the day. But we also have to take note that your original customers will not be losing anything from this deal. And a matter of fact, they will be getting most of your food first. In addition to that, you are giving them option. They could either pay full price for your food as it comes out hot and off the press, or they can subscribe to a service that you have where they just have to pay a low monthly fee and you give them all that food free. Would you do it, man? Of course you would. You see, this is an apt example or apt illustration as to what Microsoft is doing with their first-party content, putting it on other platforms. Microsoft acquiring gamers in a new type of way. Yes, they are using the platform, the customers on another platform to get customers on their game, to get gamers playing their game. And the more Microsoft make their content popular on other platforms, is the more popular they get and the more mind share they acquire in the gaming industry. Now, to prove what I am saying is a fact, look at this. Look at what is happening currently with Microsoft content on other platforms. Listen to this.
Xbox conquers April sales charts. Takes over PlayStation Store with 4 out of 5 top bestsellers. Xbox's fusillade of PlayStation 5 ports and cross-platform releases helped propel Microsoft to the dominant bestsellers position for the month of April. In April 2025, Xbox dominated US sales with Oblivion Remastered leading and 4 Xbox titles in the top 5 bestsellers. Microsoft's cross-platform strategy, including staggered PlayStation 5 releases, boosted sales significantly, highlighting Xbox's growing influence on both Xbox and PlayStation platforms. Xbox conquered the sales charts for the month of April in the United States, not only topping the chart with Oblivion Remastered, but also having 4 games in the top 5 bestsellers list. Note, the data referenced below does not include the majority of digital sales on Nintendo platforms, and does not include digital sales for Nintendo first-party games on the eShop. Microsoft cross-platform strategy, aka Project Latitude, is working quite well. Once again, Xbox is overlapping the competition in specific geographies with its multitude of cross-platform releases. The staggered launches of Oblivion Remastered, Forza Horizon 5, and Indiana Jones on PlayStation 5 have helped propel Xbox to the top of the US charts for the month of April. According to new data from Circana director Matt Piscatella, Microsoft's well-timed PS5 releases delivered a significant boost in sales so much so that Oblivion Remastered is vastly outpacing its 2006 predecessor after a single month. And Xbox games are once again taking over the PlayStation Store. Here's what Piscatella said about Microsoft's performance in April. Forza Horizon 5 was the second best-selling game of April 2025, following its debut on PlayStation 5. It ranked as the 42nd best-selling title of March. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle also launched on PlayStation 5 during April 2025. The game jumped from 118th on the monthly best-selling titles chart a month ago to 6th. 4 of the top 5 and 5 of the top 7 best-selling games of the month on PlayStation platforms were published by Microsoft. This isn't the first time that this happened, and not even the first time it happened in an April month. In April 2024, we reported that Microsoft had more bestsellers on the PlayStation Store than Sony did. This tidbit was highlighted by Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella during an earnings call with investors. We had also noticed that Microsoft had taken over the PlayStation Store's pre-order charts for the tail end of March, as PS5 owners bought once exclusive Xbox games like Forza Horizon 5 and pre-ordered others like Indiana Jones.
So did you hear it? Did you hear Microsoft dominate the PlayStation platform when it came to software? Did you hear Microsoft was number one in the United States when it comes to selling software last month? Yes. So if this is working for Microsoft where they are selling software gangbusters both on Xbox and on PlayStation, why would they? Even if they don't sell as much as they do on the Xbox platform, they are still getting the engagement, the MAUs on their own platform, and they are getting the ponies to spend the money on PlayStation platform. So they win in both directions. Why would they stop do that? Could someone explain that to me? What are the benefits of stopping not putting their games onto other platforms? Now, this is why we're seeing the news coming out today that Microsoft is bringing Hellblade 2 to PlayStation 5. We already have ponies spreading false narrative when it comes to this Hellblade 2 port to the PlayStation. Some of them is already saying that Microsoft is bringing the best version to the PlayStation 5, and that is not true. Listen to what some ponies are saying already.
Talking about Xbox versus PlayStation, because Microsoft just announced that pretty much the last exclusive that currently exists for the Xbox.
Wait. Did he say Hellblade 2 is the last exclusive for Xbox? So what about South of Midnight? What about Avowed? What about Starfield? What about Halo? What about all these games? Aren't they currently exclusive for Xbox? I mean, how could you sit here and tell the audience that this is the final exclusive game for Xbox? And this is proof that all they do is lie.
It's now coming to the PlayStation 5, and they're actually fixing it at the same time, which is Hellblade 2, Senua's Saga. Now, when this initially came out, I reviewed it. I played it on Game Pass, and to be honest, I was very much not impressed. The game's like 5 hours long, and most importantly, it was hard-locked at 30 FPS. It definitely didn't run good, it didn't look good.
Dreamcast guy, I suggest you lay off the crack cocaine. Because he is saying that Hellblade 2 didn't run good or didn't play good. So then riddle me this. Why did Hellblade 2 get so many nominations at BAFTA? 11, the most in BAFTA history. Why was Hellblade 2 nominated in the Pony Show, which is the Game Awards? Why did Hellblade 2 win most of those awards? Let me know why, if it didn't run good and play good.
I'm kind of fascinated because a lot of PlayStation people are cheering this on. A lot of PlayStation people seem to be interested because the first game was very popular on PlayStation 4, so it's interesting the second game is coming to PlayStation 5. But I also want to take a look at a lot of the reactions, because it does seem like a lot of the people that I know that own an Xbox, they're kind of pissed about even investing in this generation. They hate the fact that they bothered to buy an Xbox Series X, even if they also bought a PlayStation 5. A lot of people are saying, why did I spend $500 on a system 5 years ago that at this point is literally useless?
I'll tell you why, Dreamcast guy. You just have to put down the pipe. You see, According to you, the reason or the incentive why a person should buy an Xbox is simply because of this.
People debate about the Game Pass effect, about if you're getting a game for free,
So according to you, Dreamcast Guy, the incentive for buying an Xbox is because persons are getting these games for free. Although we are not getting it for free because we are paying for the subscription, but to your own admission, the value of Game Pass is that here, what all of these games are coming day one. It seems like it's free for us on Game Pass, on Xbox, on PC. That is the incentive. Another incentive is that here, what at times the Xbox Series X is beating the PlayStation 5 Pro, although being 5 to 6 years old. That's another incentive, Dreamcast guys. So there are incentives why these persons would choose the Xbox Series X above the PlayStation 5 or the PlayStation 5 Pro. May this be a lesson, kids, to don't do drugs. Now, although the PlayStation community is saying here what Microsoft is making Hellblade 2 enhanced exclusive to the PlayStation platform, that is a lie. Let's listen to the real announcement and let's see if these are enhancements is also coming to the Xbox Series consoles and PC.
Today, on the 1-year anniversary of the release of Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, we're excited to share some news with you on the game. We're so happy to tell you, our fans, that Hellblade 2 will be coming to PlayStation 5 this summer. This version of the game will include some new features, which will also be coming to Xbox and PC at the same time as an update.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
And there it is. So although Hellblade 2 is a niche title and making this move is a smart move both for Microsoft and for the devs there at Ninja Theory. No doubt they will get more players and they will make a little more money on this game, although it was a budget title. And we know that this game is not for everyone because it's a little slower pace. It's very, very graphical, very, very visual. And it would have some players on the PlayStation side who is willing to pay top dollar for this game because quite frankly they have nothing right now. So the question is, are you angry at Microsoft for porting Hellblade 2 onto a PlayStation platform? Although it was a legacy title, it was always existing on PlayStation in the past. Let me know in the comment sections below. Next, let's look at what the PlayStation community was saying about Doom: The Dark Ages. So as most of you all know, Doom: The Dark Ages was released on May the 15th. And it did receive critical reviews. It got about 84, I believe, or 85 on Metacritic. A very, very good score for this style of game. And although this game is not a game that would appeal to everyone because of the themes going to hell, demons, and so forth, a lot of gamers was having fun with this game. Just look at how some of these gamers was having fun.
Infinite ammo? Oh my gosh. Let's go. Oh! This game is crazy!
Oh, yes, sir! Let's freaking go, boys! Oh my God, have mercy. Bethesda done cook! Oh! You want some of Debo? You want some of this? You want some of Debo? Oh!
And although there were a lot of persons having fun with this game, the ponies and they saw the Steam numbers and they saw that the Steam numbers was not doing as well as the previous Doom. So they went on a tirade saying that this game failed. All of these ponies was on Twitter saying, wow, Doom is a colossal failure because of Microsoft. Let's look at some of these thumbnails. Look at some of these tweets. Of course, J-Dub and everyone was saying, wow, this game failed. Well, it seemed id Software heard what these ponies were saying and slapped the PlayStation community with the truth, saying this: thanks for making Doom: The Dark Ages the biggest launch in its history, 7x faster to 3 million players than Doom Eternal. Wow. So not only did Doom succeed, but it reached 3 million players 7 times faster than Doom Eternal. Now I know what the ponies are going to say. That ain't sales. That ain't sales. They didn't sell that. Well, players is the metric in which Xbox is judging their games, and a lot of companies is doing it. You know who else is looking for MAUs and doing MAUs, monthly active users, instead of sales? Yes, Sony. So these ponies are so sick. These ponies are so, how to say, salty that Doom did well. 7 times. 7 times. So let me hear what you thought about the video. I'm using a new, how to say, app to do my recordings, and I'll get it. I'll get back to how I used to do it with CapCut, because right now CapCut is playing up, and we don't play. I don't play. I am here to slap these ponies into submission, and I am going to do it. So don't forget, guys, to like and subscribe for more videos. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.